Welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I am your host, Dr. Yukon Suckit. That's right, Yukon Suckit. And I am broadcasting to you today from my underground subterranean headquarters, nowhere in particular. And I'm bringing to you a deck I found over at MTGA Zone. Or is it just MTG Zone? Let's find out for a second. MTGA Zone for Arena called ESPER Midrange, and I added the SNC to it because I already had a deck called ESPER Midrange. SNC because this has a bunch of cards from the Streets of New Capenna. There we go. And so let's take a look what's in it. Let's take a look. At the low end, we have Duress, which is, it's not a great discard card because you have to stay away from creatures and non-land cards, or creatures and lands. You can't do anything with those. But, for first turn kind of play, allows you to look at the other person's hand, maybe pick off something in the sorcery, instant, artifact, or planeswalker categories. It's an okay thing to do. It's okay. We got Giada, the Hope of Font. So she's really great if you're playing some angels and taking a look at what we got. We got some Legion Angels and we got Liesa, the Forgotten Archangel. So, yeah. Is there any more? I mean, this one, you can't really play it with her effects, but we'll see. It says each other angel enters the battlefield with an additional +1 counter on it for each angel you already control. So yeah, even Emeria's Call would come out with more stuff, provided you had more angels in play. And then you can use her to create white mana that can only be used in casting angel spells. That's where I was saying that Emeria's Call is not going to help out, because it's not an angel spell. It's just a sorcery that just happens to put out angel tokens. All right, so beyond her we have the Luminarch Aspirant, who will help pump your guys up, keep them going every turn. We got Negate, which will counter non-creature spells for cheap. We got the I love the Infernal Grasp. I need to get this on my driver's license. It's so good. Infernal Grasp, destroy target creature. You lose 2 life. Let's see, Tenacious Underdog. I'm not sure how to play this guy, what the deal is. I mean, because he's a 3/2 for 2, and that's great. You may cast him from your graveyard using its Blitz ability. And Blitz is that it gains haste, and then when this creature dies, you draw a card, and you sacrifice it at the beginning of your next end step, which means you can keep playing him from your graveyard over and over again. And I guess you get to draw a card when it dies, which is what's going to happen at the end of the turn. I guess it's a lot like that Samurai from the last one, the little red one for 2. It just keeps coming out, attacking, and then popping back in. Except for this case, you don't have to worry about being discarded because you can just keep playing them right out of your graveyard. All right, we got Vanishing Verse, which is, I don't think this is great come New Capenna because there's too many multicolored cards out there. But it's in this deck. We'll try it out. We got the Meathook Massacre, Legendary enchantment. It's 2 and X. X is the amount of -1/-1 you're given to each creature in the battlefield on the turn that it comes out. But after that, it's still a great card. Even if you just play for 2, because whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life. Whenever a creature an opponent control dies, you gain a life. That's just money there, my friend. That's some good stuff. We got the Wedding Announcement, and this one when it comes out, puts out a token, provided you haven't attacked with 2 or more creatures in a turn. And if you have, instead of putting out a little token 1/1 white dude, you get to draw a card instead. So all of that is great. And then after 3 of those events occur, then it becomes a glorious anthem, making all your dudes +1/+1. So Wedding Announcement was one of the best cards to come out of that vampire set a couple things ago. We got Kaito Shizuki, who is a samurai, he's a planeswalker, and he pumps out little ninjas and helps you draw cards. When you get to 7, it says whenever a creature you control deals common damage to the player, search the library for a blue or black creature and put that into the battlefield and shuffle. Do we have blue or black creatures? We've got no blue. We've got this guy is a black creature and that guy is a black creature. So it's not super helpful as far as his 7 ability. In reality, this guy's actually just a card draw engine. He just, he tries to draw cards, and either you have to discard one when you do it, or if you can get arranged for some sort of attack. Oh, I guess this is a black creature as well. Then he's just pretty much a card draw engine. So we got Raffine, the Scheming Seer. And I like this card quite a bit. It's 3, you know, it's each of the colors in Esper, and you get a 1/4 out of the deal. It's legendary, you know, so you can only have 1 out at a time. But it's got flying, and whenever you attack, target attacking creature connives X, where X is the number of attacking creatures. So you can get this guy to pump up pretty nicely. Conniving just means that you draw that, you know, like X amount of cards, and then you have to discard X amount of cards. So it helps you to stabilize your hand on something that would be good, and that you get to put a +1 counter on whatever creature you specify, equal to each non-land card that you discarded. So you kind of want to get rid of the non-lands, unless you just really like the cards that you have. Otherwise, you're not going to get that +1/+1 counter on whatever creature you pick. And this guy's got Lord. It's 1, but still that's something. And he's a flyer, so he's also a good target for that connive ability. We've got the Legion Angel, who is great. It's a 4/3 angel with flying. And the good thing about it is when you play it, you get to go through your sideboard, which just has 2 other Legion Angels in it, and pull out 1, and then that one will do the same. So we have 2 in our hand, 2 in the sideboard. So more than likely, if you can get to any one of them, you'll be able to have 3 of them, with hope for a 4th at some point. We got the Wandering Emperor, who's the champion of white control at the moment, because for 4, essentially, you can exile any tapped creature and gain 2 life. And because she has flash, you could do that on your opponent's turn. She's fantastic. And then after that, she's a little samurai generator, and or you could put +1 counters and give things temporary first strike, you know, for a turn. And she's just great. She's not, you know, super planeswalker great, but essentially the fact that you have an exile card for tapped creatures, and then a bunch of other stuff after that, that's really good. We got Sorin the Wuss. There he is, looking all pouty, drinking his stupid blood wine or whatever. And he puts out a little vampire and helps you draw cards, essentially. I mean, you can potentially go for that 13 points of damage to any target and 13 points of life to you. But you know, usually it's just put out a vampire, draw some cards. We got Liesa, the Forgotten Archangel, and she's a 4/5 flying and lifelink. And whenever another non-token creature you control dies, return that card to its owner hand at the beginning of the next end step. If a creature an opponent controls would die, you exile it instead. So you don't have a lot of creatures in here. You got some. So this will, I mean, Legion Angels will help keep alive, you know, anything you got. It'll swirl it back through your hand, which then you could put back into play. Because if you have the ability to play your Liesa here, then you have pretty much the ability to play anything else. We got Emeria's Call. So this could be a land. You'll probably use it for land. If you got 7 mana at some point, you still have this card around. How many is there? 3? Then yeah, you could put out 2 4/4 white angel tokens, and then the rest of your non-angel creatures, which you have some, get indestructible until your next turn. So that's technically 2 turns. Your turn that you're casting this, and your opponent's next turn. And indestructible will save it from most board wipes. I mean, the ones that say destroy, rather, you know, it won't save you from exiles. But I've seen this be pretty decent. The indestructibility thing really work out well. All right, over in the land category, we got a bunch of different ones. We've got this one is the Kamigawa land that will do 4 damage to target attacking or blocking creature, or be a white mana. We got 2 black man lands. We've got a tri-land and a bunch of duels in here. There's, how many of these do we have? Just 1 basic swamp? Why? Why just 1? All right, well, anyways, there it is, your 1 basic land. So this is the deck we're going to play. Esper Midrange, Streets of New Capenna, and let's see how well it does. All right, we're playing against Beeblebob. Now, what is that, some sort of Voshino? All right, we've got 1, 2, 3. I like 3 lands. I cannot deny. Let's keep it. All right, so we got white, blue, and a black potentially. Let's go for our Esper colors. Enter tap. We're good to go. Because we can put out this dude on the next turn. If we play the black right there, get into the Kaito. Oh, look what we're doing here. Let's mirror match this guy. Suck it, suckerfish. I know we're not mirror matching because he's got red. Red and green. Indestructible. Bum 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 bum. Are you still indestructible? Negative. Just for one turn there. Alright, so let's Luminarch. That'll make you a tasty, tasty person. Go ahead and block me. Alright, so we'll have 4 mana next turn, which means we can use the Meathook to wipe out everything that has 2 or less. That guy got 3. That's not going to help us out terribly much. Alright, wedding announcement. Okay, so now I still can only wipe out things with 2. I need another mana to be able to wipe out that Dragon's Lash. And to be able to start playing the Liesa. It's okay, when we're playing an Esper deck, it's a lot like Orzhov. Your life is just a counter. You can always turn this stuff around. So now I need 2 more mana. I'm going to take out the gold span. I need my neck snapper is what I need. Where is my neck snapper? You guys getting the mana. Yes, he's outracing my ability to board wipe is the problem. Yeah, I only got one more turn left in me at this point. Yeah, that's it. We're done. I don't even have 2 black mana. That's fantastic. All right, let's put this guy out. Let's draw a card. See if we can pull something awesome that we could play for 1 mana. That's all right. Here we go. Let's. I still can't play it. I need more mana for that. Let's go to getting rid of your Meathook Massacre. That's not going to go anywhere. All right, here we go. There's 2, and there's Luminarch Aspirant. All right, so on the next turn I would have been able to put out the Liesa, but at this point there's no way I can survive into the next turn. There's the neck snapper I needed so badly. All right, bye-bye, chicken pot pie. All right, playing against Ragemancer. Red Lantern. All right, we got 2, 3 mana. Let's keep it. What we could do is the same as last time. White, black, and white, blue. Let's see, so that puts us in the ability to do Luminarch Aspirant, going into a wedding announcement. There's tapped. We have the ability to negate. If I put down blue on my next turn, but I wouldn't be able to play it anyway. Let's see, was that still just, let's just go for black. We'll do Luminarch Aspirant. Yeah, because I need 2 mana out to be able to play this and be able to use it immediately. Yeah, Negate wouldn't help us with Giada. There's our own Giada. Alright, but I'm going to slip into a wedding announcement. And we'll go in for an attack with a 3/3. Okay, we're playing against an Angel deck. Let's see, do we have vigilance on either of these two? Yes and no. So if I put out another, and we got white, I need a double black maybe. Let's just chill out. We're going to try to pump her up, get her to a place that's good. No attacks in the turn. There we go, and we got 6 on the ground. So my trap here is try to Wandering Emperor. There's another Righteous Valkyrie. And here we go. Suck it! Suckerfish! Still, I got a 4/6 there I gotta deal with somehow. Alright, we'll white up. And if I go to Sorin, I can give us some flying protection there. There, we're getting someplace. And no attacks. Alright. Now we're pumped. That's not good. The attacks with either of those two, I'll be able to... Yeah, what are you going to do about that? And that's it for her. Alright, so we got another wedding announcement. And we got a Giada. And let's give her some pump. Alright, I am not in a position to pass the Righteous Valkyrie, so no attacks. Alright, so we're doing pretty okay. Thing is they have the ability to line side this thing way out of control for us. I'm not going to sacrifice Giada to that, so we'll have to take the 6. No blocks. I don't have the ability to destroy it at the moment. Alright, here we go. Got a nice little angel right there. 6/7, we'll give it a pump. And let's take it all in. There we go, that sucks. See you later, Aspirant. It was nice knowing you. Instrument 23. Alright, so we got him down below 27, so we're back to a good position of at least getting that Righteous Valkyrie at the low level there. Surprised. Oh, they wanted to sacrifice. No blocks, there we go. And here we go for a Giada Font of Hope. Nope, can't do that because we can only have one of them. So let's stop blocking and let's start attacking. Draw a card out of that. And there we go. Now we are double pumped. And we have the ability to negate. And we have a manland. That looks like something that I should negate. ESPER! That was it. Is that one blue card we have? Oh, look what we got going on here. All right, let's put out our manland. Let's put out another wedding announcement. And he's picking us off. Let's just go for it. I'm all right with that. I might lose a dude. Otherwise, we'll just bounce Giada. There you go. You're down to 2. And we got another dude. And Emeria's Call. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Excellent. I know you really want to come at me with that dragon, don't you? Should I taunt him about it? Here we go. Ready? Taunt, taunt. There we go. He's doing it anyway. 7. All right, no blocks. There we go. Good game, my friend. Good game. Victory! Playing against RiotStarter. This guy sounds unhinged. We've got 1, 2, 3. Looks like 3 mana. Alright, we'll keep it. Alright, I'm going to go off and putting this out first. We get to touch the precious. There it is. It's the precious. I'm going to touch it. Oh, you didn't get to see it. Alright, so we've got the ability to block up. If I put this out, do I have anything going on at 3? Nah, nothing's going on at 3. So I will go ahead and, what do we got on this land there? We got blue. Black, white. I'm going to have another white, so we'll play this for the blue ability. We're going to go ahead and take a look at their hand. And nothing. It's all lands and creatures. Alright, we got to watch out for that Junji there. Other than that, it's all just a bunch of crap. Not that I haven't been beaten to death by 3 zombies. 3 shambling zombies. That guy's just taunting me now. Here comes the beatdown squad. Alright, so I will have the ability to have 3 mana on this turn. Let's go ahead and put out Giada. And we'll touch the precious. They always do that. I've touched the precious, and they throw a card right over the top of it. Alright, let's slow mana up. We're going to put out the Underdog. Let's blitz it. Oh wait, I can't blitz it yet. Oh, I need more to do that. I'm sorry. We'll go ahead and do the Luminarch then. We're going to go ahead and pop up Giada to a 3 and send her in to fight the bat. That creepy super eye bat. Go learn your lesson there, black boy. Black card player. Alright, so I don't really need a 5th mana at the moment. So I'm going to hold back on Emeria's Call. There's a chance we can get up to 7. What do I got? 2 whites at the moment. There's your lesson. He's going for the dragon. I don't have anything to take it out yet. Oh, Aspirant, it was so nice to you to buy. What is that ability called anyway? It's called Brave the Stench. Alright, let's use this ability now. We'll pay 2 life. Let's go in on the attack. You can't do anything to Giada. You can kill my dude, but he'll be dead anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Come waste it on the underdog. Waste it. Yeah. And we get to draw a card. All right, let's see. 4 to do it again. I'm going to be killing myself if I keep doing this. What do I need to do? I got a flyer, but I need to pump her somehow. I could do it with the Raffine, but I'd have to attack. There'd be 2 of them. Couldn't quite do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. I'm just going to put her out. I'm going to have to take some hits. Alright, we're good. I'm not going to do anything here. We're done. Like I said, I don't really appreciate the theme here. I mean, the theme is New Capenna. But angels, boxers, and whatever the heck I had. Oh yeah, sphinxes. Alright, speed bump. You need to slow this game down. What I really want is Professor Onyx. I think she is way better than Sorin the Mirthless. I know people like Sorin because he's a card draw. I mean, technically, so is she. Thou shalt not permit a Sorin to live. Alright, well, let's see if we can... That's not going to help us out terribly much. Alright, blue, what do I got? 1, 2, 3, I got 6 mana. Still not enough for the double angels. Here is a Luminarch Aspirant. Not enough for an Eye Tyrant, so we are done. You're running out of steam there, Esper. And we have 3 Vanishing Verses. We got 1 Infernal Grasp, and yet we're not picking any of those up whatsoever. I always appreciate a good gelatinous cube. Yeah, they have nothing better to do with their mana, so they just use it to chew up my creatures that they swallowed. That's efficiency right there. Alright, Legion Angel. Smoky smoke. Of course, I got nothing to do except for to put you out and use you as a speed bump. And we're not going to play you as a land. There's that 13 coming up, though. I touched the precious. I touched it. My really hope is to get another mana on my next turn, preferably white, because yeah, if I don't get a white mana, then I cannot put out the 2 angels. I don't have the ability to block, and I'd have to block the Junji to do it. He can make me draw 2 cards and I'd be dead. Me. There we go. And I'm dead. Alright. Game over. Alright, so this is the ESPER mid-range from Streets of New Capenna. And according to the MTGA zone, it took 4th place in a tournament. But I gotta say, after playing it for a few games here on the arena, it was getting its ass beat quite a bit there. So let's talk about this deck. My big problem, at least in the games we played, is it seemed like it had a high point where it just sort of couldn't touch. Anything that had like 5 for defense was just beyond its ability to deal with. Looking at the list, the deck list itself, there's a lot. It's bottom heavy. Most of the cards you have are going to be in the 3 and under range, and the above range is actually very slim. You know, we've only got 2 of the Legion Angels, we've got 2 of the One Ring Angels, 2 of the Sorins, 2 of these. It's just, it gets lesser and lesser the higher up you go. So there's less of a chance of you running across these cards and your ability to deal with them. But even then, we're only able to pump up to 4 points of damage right there. And this one can only do up to 4 points of damage. The only thing that's capable of providing additional pumpage here is the Luminarch and the Raffine, and they're both really tiny creatures and easy to wipe out. The Raffine being the best, but you have to attack to be able to get this ability working. Tenacious Underdog is probably one of the better cards in this deck. I see what the point of it is. I think just playing the Blitz card, the Blitz ability, is probably one of the better things to do. I mean, you might as well pay 2 just to get it out to start off with. It doesn't have haste, but you can definitely then start that cycle of having it get killed and then bringing it back and getting that card draw going on. Vanishing Verse, I kind of wish we had more control in here. It felt like it was never around when I needed it. And the Meathook Massacre just could never, race after their ability to put out larger and larger creatures. So Giada wasn't that much of a help just because there really wasn't that much angel action going on, because there were very few of them. There's only, 4 angels that you can actually draw. And the other, this one would help them a little bit, but still that's only, at the 7 mana to be able to do it. And we were barely, ever able to get up to 7 mana. There's not a lot of treasure generation here, nothing. So this deck it's okay. It definitely has a lot of great cards in it, but it might just be the arena shuffler just jumping in and killing me today. But we just weren't able to get it to perform the way that I would expect that it should. So I'm going to give this particular incarnation of the deck, I'm going to give this a B-. I was disappointed. But it looks like it should be good. It didn't seem necessarily like competitive. I bet the place where I picked it up says it was very competitive. So I don't know. I hope that you have more luck with this deck than I did today. That's all for now. If you like this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the secret underground headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, I want you to have a great day. In the words of my people, word to your mother. Bye.